So it's that time of year. Where are we? End of January, beginning of February, all the new products started to come in from the new companies. What have we had in so far? I've had the new Ping 10K driver arrived. Video to follow on that. Interesting topic, that one. We'll get into that another time. The new Cobra Dark Speed driver, the new Dark Speed irons have arrived. We've got some new irons coming from Ping very shortly. We've had the new Mizuno iron launch, so lots of new kit. And you've got the new TaylorMade and the new Callaways. Unfortunately, I don't deal with those companies, so I don't get access to their product. Although I'd love to do a review on them to see what they're like. So anyone from Callaway or TaylorMade watching, I'd love to try your new drivers if you want to send me one to try. I would send it back, I wouldn't keep it. What am I talking about today? We're down the Cobra route, and the putter I want to show you today is the new Cobra Grand Sport 35. It's a 2024 version. Now, Cobra have been in the putter market for some time. Great range of putters. Had them when they was launched 2 years ago. I think they came out with the first 3D printed, the Agiras, and they've updated them. They're still using the 3D printed technology, which we'll talk to you a little bit about. So we're going to start with the techie specky stuff. If you're interested in how this putter works, what it could do for you, then stay tuned. If you just want to see it being rolled on the putting green, then probably advance the video by 5 minutes. But let's talk about this model. Have some close-ups of it. I think it's a very, very attractive putter. I love the look of it. I love just everything about it. I really do. So what have we got? We've got 3D printed. It's a multi-material 3D printed construction that brings ultimate stability in a blade featuring a plumber's neck. This is what we refer to as the classic plumber's neck, this shape here. Paired with LA Golf's descending loft technology, which delivers consistent launch and unmatched end-over-end roll performance. So let's just bring up some little more specs and details about what they're talking about here when they talk about this LA Golf's descending technology. What have we got here as we scroll down and have a little look? Here we go. So LA Golf's proprietary descending loft technology utilizes 4 descending lofts: 4 degrees, 3 degrees, 2 degrees, 1 degrees. So starting at the top, we've got 4 degrees going down to 1 degree. This mitigates de-lofting and the addition of loft through head delivery during impact. So no matter your attack angle, every putt has a consistent launch and trajectory. Interesting. I must admit, I've spent quite a bit of time on the putting green with this, and it does produce a fantastic roll. It's very good. It's got a lovely soft feel off it. What else can we tell you? 6061 aerospace grade aluminum or aluminium face insert, depending on where you are in the world. Featuring a plumber's neck hosel for players with a moderate arc. This is where we're talking about what sort of arc you have. Generalizing a little bit here, if you're a straight back and through putter, then face balance putters tend to suit really well. They're generally mallets. If you're a slight arc putter, you sort of take the putter slightly in, back to squaring in again, then having a little bit of what we call toe hang. So as I balance the putter sort of on my finger, can you see how the toe of the putter hangs down a little bit? Idea there is that it can square back up a little bit if you're tending to use this arcing type stroke. Adjustable weighting system, quite interesting. Have a little look on the bottom of the putter here, you can see weights. The standard weights come in at 15 grams, but you can buy additional weight packs. You can buy 20 grams and 25 grams, which are sold separately. So what would be the idea there of changing the weights? So over here in the UK, we have very variable conditions on our greens. In the winter time, when the grass goes dormant, the grass is tending to be left a bit longer, greens are a bit softer, so they're slower. So the idea there would be in the winter time, you could take the 10 or 15 grams out, put 25 gram weights in here, make the putter head heavier, That's going to help you get the ball to the hole a little bit more on slower greens, and consequently, as the greens get faster in the spring and summer, you could go back to sort of a lighter weight or a mid-weight. So you can customize the weight ports to suit, and we see that in lots of other putters, don't we? We see that in Scotty Cameron's and lots of other putters. The Mizuno putters do the same. Nice idea. Gives it that sort of like custom fit feel to it. Let's go down into the specs. The Grand Sport, as you say, there's the descending loft technology 4321, lie angle 70 degrees, two lengths 35 and 34 inches. I tend to sell mostly 34-inch and 33-inch putters here. That's generally the trend. Shorter putters have become much more popular because you can get the golfer a lot more over the ball, get the arms hanging a little bit more vertically. You watch some of the tour players, even some of the big guys, you know, they're using 32, 33-inch putters so that they can really get these arms hanging straight down, get their eyes over the ball. But there's a 35-inch in there. The shaft is a KBS C Tour putter shaft, which weighs 120 grams if you're interested. And it's fitted with the Superstroke Zenergy Pistol Grip 1.0. Again, this has been a big scene change for manufacturers. They're fitting the vast majority of their putters already with a Superstroke style grip, because a lot of people were just ripping off the standard size grip and then retrofitting a Superstroke or something similar to that onto it, and having to pay another £30 or $25, whatever currency you're working in, to do that. So they're now fitting them with this grip. Let's dive over to the putting green next door and have a little roll, shall we? Okay, we've made it to the putting area, which wasn't that far away, probably about 5 steps. Really love my new putting area. It was, Ping came in and did a lot of the work on it for me. They put these lovely graphics up. And we've got the putter displays, we've got the TV to do the putter fittings, and a mate of mine came in and built the putting green. There is a video, might put a link to that. Yeah, it's great, really solid. Probably the only criticism is the turf that I bought, the artificial turf. It does have a little bit of a nap on it, so the ball just tends to squirrel around a little bit on it. It doesn't run dead true. It seems to vary on a daily basis. It's really weird. Obviously, it needs hoovering now and again. And depending on how you hoover it, kind of affects, it's almost like the grain changing on the greens. Runs about 10 on the stimp meter, but it's really great, it's really solid. Back to the Grand Sport 35 putter from Cobra. Putter cover, nice. What else can you say? It is Velcro. I think the magnetic closures on putters are better than Velcro because Velcro wears out. But it's a nice cover, it's kind of premium. So let's get in there, have a little roll. Let's give you some overheads, first of all, of what I'm seeing from above. So you can see as I'm looking down, it's quite what I would call a wide-bodied putter. You know, it's obviously not a mallet putter, but it's more of a bladed sort of style. It's like an Answer style that's been on sort of steroids. It's bigger. But I love the look of it. This is the 34-inch. Let's give it a little roll and see how it feels. Nice start. I'm about 9-10 feet away here. Just this could go in the bag for me this year. You know, when you get over a putter and you just kind of love the feel, love the look of it. It's 2 out of 2. This has not been edited, folks. You might think, oh, I'm just editing this. This is kind of like shot first take. So that really was 2 out of 2. Let's go one more. That's 3 out of 3. I'll tell you something in a minute. Let me just concentrate, see if I can get 4 out of 4 for you. Okay, so there's 4 out of 4 from 9 to 10 feet. The first time I used this putter, I'm not making this up, I wouldn't lie to you, I holed 10 on the spin from that range. It was almost like a Zen-like moment. It was like 1, 2, 3, and I got to about 7, and I thought, hold on a minute, this is kind of like weird. And then I managed to get 10 out of 10. By putting, I do practice my putting a lot, and I've worked a lot on my stroke, you know, since I moved indoors many years ago. I find it quite hard to take it from the artificial world to the real world sometimes, but I can get stages where my stroke does repeat. This putter really helps with the stability of my putting stroke. It's quite heavy. It's quite a lot of weight in the head. That for me, I love a heavy putter. I feel that the putter then stays nice and stable on the backswing, and I can really get this pendulum-like stroke going. I do think that the LA Golf descending loft does have an effect on the roll. You know, having these different loft settings, it seems to just produce a very nice end-over-end roll. It's a great putter. It's certainly a contender to go in the bag this year. Price-wise, we're looking at 229. We are looking at in that sort of region, that sort of ballpark for this putter, which I think is kind of quite good value, to be honest, because there are putters out there which cost a lot more money than that these days. So yeah, 229 I think is going to be the price mark on this one. I will double check that and put the prices up down below. I'll just run a check online and see if that's the price, because some of the other 3D printed putters here, like the Agira here, is a bit more expensive than that. So that's 299. So I'll just double check prices on that for you. We get this whole sort of argument debate about putter prices. People said, I'm not paying £300 for a putter. And I've said this on every putter video I do. What did you pay for your last driver? You know, if you come and buy the latest Ping driver, you're going to be paying somewhere between $469 and $549. The latest Callaway or TaylorMade driver, you're looking at around about £500. A putter's going to last you a lot longer than your driver. A putter like this could last 20 years, you know, because not under much stress. So yeah, putters are expensive, but they are seriously well-engineered bits of kit and well worth the money. Seriously enjoyed trying this putter today. Good to share it with you. Thanks for watching the video. I'm Andrew Ainsworth. If you like the video, do me a great favour. Hit that like button and maybe consider subscribing. It just helps grow the channel. All the best. Bye for now.